they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
The drive by Jordan.
What's shaking, y'all boys? This is Red Rum back with another video, man. I know it's been a long time since you heard that one, but I've been busy, man, sitting up trying to learn different program languages for, coding, so I can go ahead and land a job and get out of this bullshit that I'm in right now, man. But the kid is still making moves. Kid is still out there in the field, setting up, putting my bid in online, in person, running the numbers in. And what I mean by numbers, I mean, like, you guys gotta realize, like, I don't know if you guys kind of have thought about this, but I want you guys to really think. But, here's a tidbit. The women outnumber y'all. Like, come on now. Like, you can't get one. Like, I don't understand it, man. But, y'all get it. Y'all lazy out here in the game, and y'all don't want to put your egos aside and things of that nature. We're going to get into that in a little tidbit, you know what I mean? But I want to say that, man, Shaq was a fucking monster this damn game. Like, player of the century for this damn game was Shaq, man. Just player of the game, Shaq. Boards, good defense. It took him a little bit to go ahead and get his offense together, but, got his offense together. He was assisting, just overall good player. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all enjoyed that highlight reel earlier, though. You know what I mean? That Michael Jordan card is literally crack. You know what I mean? I'm in the market of trying to go ahead and get me a KD card, but, based off my squad right now, I literally got everybody I need right now. I'm not going to lie to you. But other than that, let's get into the game. So, you guys is out here that I'm noticing, whether it's Mr. Lucario's calls, EO's calls, anybody, your favorite YouTuber's calls, you call in the show worried about what the female is doing and, how she's going to interact with you based off if you do this. You guys is basically in the game playing defense. It's never good to be in the frame of playing defense within the game. Yes, there are defensive tactics that you can have, but look at the offense you need to obtain and, go ahead and execute. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be on the offensive end. You guys is not on the offensive end. Y'all are sitting up worried about, is this chick feeling me? You know what I mean? Is the girl sitting up gonna go ahead and choose me? And, I should be gym maxing. I should be looks maxing. I should be doing all this other shit. And you're forgetting the whole idea of the game. The whole idea of the game is you, big fella. Like, it's horrible, the climate that niggas is at, man. Like, I'm hearing calls like this dude, quote unquote, from the Real Game No Theory show. This man said he had like a 6-game rotation, and in order to keep the 5 that he so-called fucked, he has to go ahead and text and call them all day. My nigga, you don't have to do all that. Like, if that's not what you want to do, stop trying to put who you are on back hold. You know what I mean? Just because you want to go ahead and appease this bitch. Like, what are y'all doing out here? Y'all not making the right moves, man.
Norman takes it the other way.
Like, I don't get it. Like, to be honest,
Oakland grabs the
what
miss.
can you do
Really
other
excellent
than
defense there.
put
Made a
your bid
decision to
in?
go ahead and
That's
not
the
take it
only
from the
thing about the
outside
game.
corner.
That's the only thing you can do. Pitch your bid in, and that's it. You can't, you literally cannot go ahead and
Here's LeBron.
determine whether a female is gonna
And
fuck with
maybe
you or
the
not.
signal
You
as well
cannot
of how
control that
aggressive their
factor.
defense has been tonight.
Like, there's
If they're
factors in the
pounding
game you
towards the
literally
hoop
cannot
directly off of a
control. You
turnover,
cannot
good
control what a
activity
bitch
there.
is gonna say to you. You know what I
Shooting
mean?
slow.
I'm gonna give you IE
Outside
example
Butler.
on Instagram this morning. What happened to me this morning?
By Butler.
Okay,
Great
look,
control and great strength from
bad
Jimmy
little
Butler.
joint from Tinder.
Able to finish at the rim.
If she throws her, if a female throws her Instagram tag on there,
Jordan
I
up
get
top.
straight to the point.
Back to
I'm not about to
James.
follow her, but I'm really
Nice
gonna
assist
be
off
in
the
her
glass.
inbox. Like, I am
James has put down
stomping
10 points.
and kicking the door down in her inbox. I'm telling her what's up. I'm not gonna go ahead and sitting up
Through
swipe
4
and
or
hope
5
that I
minutes
go
here,
ahead and match
Shaq
with her.
has the
Look,
game plan
I
tonight.
put my bid in last
Safety
night.
over
Like,
everything.
put my bid in last
A
night.
wide open
Slid in
look.
her DMs, told her,
Oh,
look, this is what I'm looking
drains the
for. I'm
three-pointer.
looking to have,
No doubt that
you
Victor
know,
Oladipo is a guy that this
weeks on
franchise is
end
leaning on,
of having
showing some
sex. You
leadership
know
here.
what I mean? Not in that
So it's LeBron
context. I
James
didn't
looking
say
for a
that. I
challenge at
jazzed it up a
three.
little bit.
He got
But
to
that,
double
to sum
digits
it up,
now so far
that's what I
in the
said to
first
her.
half in this one. And
Guess
let's
what
take
I
a look
woke
at
up to?
Oakland's performance here,
A
guys.
message to her
Oakland
having
doing
hella
well.
laughing emojis and said never, right? And she said some other silly shit, but
You can
I
also
didn't
make
read
the
the fucking
call
message. You know what I mean? I just
some of
went
them are
ahead
going in
and,
there and collecting some big buckets.
swiped it off my
Back to
phone,
Brown.
the notification off my phone, and kept it moving. Like, at the end of the day, like,
Can't finish the
who
one-handed jam.
cares what she is looking
You
for?
could
She
tell
might be
right there,
looking
just
for
wanted
a
to go
nigga
for the
that's
nail
built
on the
like a
head.
runner. You know what I mean? Or built
And
like a
distracting.
basketball player. She might like them football niggas. Who cares what she likes? At the end of the
Outside.
day,
And
as a man, I was able to go ahead, put my
that's
bid
foul number
in,
2 for him.
see what was gonna happen, and keep it moving. Now I can move on. That's what you guys need to realize. Like, yes, you put your bid in, and you will get
Explosive
rejected.
by
But
Oakland
guess
here.
what? They outnumber
And
us, so
James
you
gets it
will
to
be
go.
able to put your bid in and
Good at everything
again.
he does
You guys
offensively
need to look
and
for
run defense. More
compatibility.
consistent
Like,
three-point shooter.
you shouldn't be
Outside, KD.
looking to be accepted. Y'all are looking to be
Looks the
accepted.
move.
Oh, well, will she
And
like me? Like,
KD
who
from the
cares if she
three.
like you? She can like you and be a disrespectful bitch.
Keeps it
Like,
tight.
it's not
And
that
LeBron
linear. Some of you guys
James.
think the game is that linear. Oh, that's a no-brainer. She
Here's
like me.
George.
It's game over. You know what I mean?
Eyes off on that
Like,
one.
no.
And Oakland with
She
it
still has to qualify herself. She still has to sit up and, you know,
Oakland on defense.
qualify herself to being at your table or being in your lifetime or however you
Here's
gonna
White.
phrase it. You know what I mean?
Out to Kobe.
Like, if she's not a part
Five
about,
on the
you know what I'm
play.
saying? If she's not with
Pass to
that,
Ball. And
then
there's the foul points
hey,
on Jaylen
she's
Brown.
gone. You know what I mean?
That's his first foul.
You guys have to want more from this shit. You guys are sitting up, oh well,
Now Walt.
if
Defending the three.
is she gonna like me? You know what I mean?
And he fires.
Like, oh, well, if I
Answered
do
from
this, like, is she
Oakland.
gonna stay around? Like, back to the guy that was on the No Game, No
14
Theory
for
show.
Oakland.
Sorry, you guys, for being
Pass along.
so goddamn, all over the place. But I want y'all niggas
Walt
to
got
get
it.
this. But
Nice D from
back to that
Kobe.
guy. So the man set up and compromised
Outside Ball.
himself and said, I'm gonna text all these bitches, blah blah
Here's
blah.
Kobe.
And he
Pushes it
admitted,
down. And
as
Oakland hits it.
the conversation kept flowing between all them men, that he was afraid to lose them. Like, if you're afraid to lose the bitches, and on top of that, they giving you headaches, dog, you got total issues, my dude. Like, you need counseling. You need somebody to go ahead and game you up, man. Like, if you are in a similar ass situation, cut them bitches off today, man. So what? They going ahead and give you Panuch. So what? You sitting up chilling with them at your house, or at your dorm, or wherever, you know what I mean? Or you sitting up chilling with her at break time at work. That does not fucking matter at all, dog. Like, all you gonna do is deal with this headache, and guess what? You're gonna be the same goofy ass nigga sitting up. Oh, Mr. Lucario, man, I got like a couple girls on my line, but how the hell do I go ahead and make them act right? Or how the hell do I go ahead and relieve this headache? Like, easy. You should go ahead and have them be in the frame of you accepting them, not you trying to get accepted by them. So what? Who gives a fuck about what they think? Most of y'all be giving a fuck about what they think, bruh. Like, you know how many joints that just, we don't vibe that well, and, the energy is off, and they're put off, and they, try to put up a front and shit like that I done dealt with, or, I done seen and shit like that, and they put off because of my energy or how I carry myself or things of that nature. I could give a damn about all that. Like, who gives a fuck? That's on them. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, I have a whole tribe of bitches, shouts to Ryan Wills, that is going to go ahead and deal with me on the strength of me being me. You know what I mean? I'm not going ahead and trying to be somebody else. I'm not trying to be, you know what I mean, ASAP Rocky, or I'm not trying to be, Dave East or somebody. I'm just trying to be me at the end of the day. Like, if she don't like my sense of style, my sense of fashion, or, how I carry myself, that's on that little bitch. Because at the end of the day, she don't know me. You know what I mean? What you think about yourself is what hoes really are worried about. What you think about you. You know what I mean? And some of y'all be having your head held down and shit, and just looking hella like just fucked up in the game. You know what I mean? And females feel that shit off before your ass even stepped to her. You know what I mean? Yeah, you might have that nervousness, but shit, remember, nigga, at the end of the day, you gonna have to have like some type of mantra for yourself. I got a mantra, it's a weird ass mantra, but you know what I mean? It's some real shit, you know what I mean? But my mantra goes, every time I see a fine ass female, and I feel like, what, damn, she bad as hell. Niggas very excited. And you know what I mean? Y'all should use that and think of it as excitement. Don't think of it as like, oh, I'm nervous or something like that. But you're excited to go ahead to have a new experience. You know what I mean? You don't know what's gonna happen, but you're very much excited. But here's the thing: you need to have a mantra. Like, and for my mantra, this is what I say. You know what I mean? The pussy get wet and the dick get hard. You feel me? So I say that in my head, and I'm like, shit. That's the natural state of things. You know what I mean? It makes sense in my damn head, but you gotta have some mantra like that. It ain't gotta be word for word, but you gotta think like, look, or you could say, you know what, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Bitches want me. You gotta have something in order to go ahead and put your bid in. You know what I mean? And it would ease off the tension and shit. But just because you have this mantra don't mean you're gonna go ahead and have successful rates. You know what I mean? Like, every goddamn nigga that steps up to the bat to go ahead and try to hit the ball is not gonna hit a homer every goddamn time. Like, they're gonna strike out. You know what I mean? Or they gonna have like a little baseline hit and shit like that. But y'all gotta go ahead and put yourself out there. Like, if you lose, so what? You know what I mean? Y'all niggas love to go ahead and have shit on easy mode. Like, life is never on easy mode, my nigga. Like, if shit is worth having, like, you're gonna have to take some L's. And just like on winning time, the dynasty of the Lakers, you know what I mean? Jerry Buss, that man said, look, in order for you to get ahead in this world, you can't be afraid to fall. And most of y'all niggas is very much afraid to go ahead and take that leap of faith, dog. And that leap of faith could literally go ahead and shit be a life-changing situation for you. Shit, your ass could be fucking around and having, fun sex. You could be having shit, a whole family, you know what I mean? And some of y'all are out there and y'all actually want families and shit, but how the hell are you gonna go ahead and get you a family if you sitting up worried about, oh, is this bitch gonna like me? Because, I have a ear that is like 3/4 to the left, you know what I mean? And it's not symmetrical to my face. Like, or, oh, well, I'm fat and, you know, um, I don't look like a goddamn IG model, male model, or I don't look like Tyson Bedford or some other shit, or I don't look like Channing Tatum or some shit, or I don't look like your typical Chad. Like, nigga, there's so many reasons why females like your ass, and it'll be the weirdest shit. Like, females love my arms. Like, nigga, it has nothing to do with my damn stomach. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you, nigga. Like, I am not a nigga that is Mr. Olympian. Like, I am not a nigga that has a fit body. But at the end of the day, I control what I control. You feel me? I go ahead and get it in with exercise. You know what I mean? With the cardio, sitting up, you know, hitting the rope at least 3 to 4 times a week. You know what I mean? There are times while I wild out and shit like that on the weekends and shit. But, eat terribly bad or horribly bad, terribly bad. But, sometimes I eat fucked up and shit like that. But guess what? I still have hoes sending me news, bruh. I literally had not too long ago a joint that's in Santa Barbara, my nigga. That's in Santa Barbara. Like, dumbass far, wanting to see me and shit, sending me news. And guess what? This girl is like, if you look at her, she look like a plain Jane Asian girl. But I told her what's good, and she sending me news and shit. Like, and I don't look like a male goddamn model. It is possible, y'all. Y'all just gotta believe y'all, and y'all cannot just fall for they bullshit. And then trying to stay in their frame like, oh, well, is she gonna accept me or not? You know what I mean? I wanna be liked and shit. Like, some of y'all might need therapy for that shit. You know what I mean? And figure some things out and step away from the game until y'all figure that shit out mentally. But overall, if you are a sane male out there in the world, and y'all just gotta go ahead and do it, man. Just like Nike, go ahead and go do it, man. Go out there, put your bid in, and make shit pop out here, man. And stop trying to go ahead and be accepted. Accept yourself. You ain't got no hoes on right now. Accept the fact that, you know what, I got time to go ahead and make shit happen for me. You know what I mean? You gotta be grateful about what the fuck is going on in your lives, you feel me? Cause there's some shit you just can't control, but there's some shit that you can, and worry about that. You know what I mean? Accept the fact that at the end of the day, like, you got people that love you, you know what I mean? And you worried about some stranger funky little bitch. You know what I mean? And you worried about, oh, well, she ain't giving me sex or blah, blah, blah. She's out there giving that shit to some other nigga. You know what I mean? And that's fine. you're gonna go. You're as long as you have the belief that you're gonna go ahead and get you some, that is gonna make you way ahead of the rest of these other niggas that's out here. You know what I mean? Just you know, in the frame of simping and tricking and all type of shit. So, y'all, with that message being said, learn to accept yourself. Don't try to be a person that's in the frame of being accepted by the bitch. Cause at the end of the day, that bitch don't know what she want. Nigga, by 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, her ass won't, nigga, some Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? By, nigga, 10:30, her ass is talking about, you know what, Cheetos is just not the move right now. I want some Taco Bell. And then, shit, by 11:30, 11:45, nigga, she done completely said, fuck it, I'm not gonna eat at all. So why is y'all worried about a female that's gonna constantly change her goddamn mind? And why are you worried about a female at the end of the day that may have a type and you may not fit that demographic? Why? Like, I thought it was the females, right? Supposed to give validation, not the niggas. What do you need the validation for? You should love yourself. You feel me? And be worried the fact that you got validation from yourself. You know what I mean? Like you need that. You know what I mean? You don't need validation from other people. For what? Because one moment they could go ahead and love you one moment and say all these great things about you, and then the next moment their asses is saying some other shit. You know what I mean? You can't be having people's opinions about you. You know what I mean? Dictate your actions or dictate who you are. You know what I mean? Look in the mirror and dictate who you are. You know what I mean? Who are you at the end of the day? Do you love who you are? Is it things that you can change? Is there things that, you know what I mean, that you love about yourself? You need to find out what you love about yourself at the end of the day. Like, don't be worried about some funky ass bitch, my nigga. Like, this shit be crazy, man. But other than that, man, this has been Red Room. Hopefully y'all got something out this, man. Stop trying to go ahead and get accepted from these hoes. Accept your damn self. And I'm out. Peace, man.
From the wing. And Oakland leads by 8.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Pass to James. And the dunk by LeBron.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
The drive by Jordan.
Oh, jam! You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right?
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Wade for 3. That's another one for him. Here's Oladipo. Portland again missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Oakland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The 3 from George. That shot is off. And Oakland the other way now. Smith on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's ball. Pass to Morant. In the corner, Wallace with it. And Oakland hits again from deep.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.